Hello, I'm your host, Leonard Duncan. Welcome to a new episode of ATV-TALK and Motorsports Podcast. Please join us every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We bring you interviews with industry professionals, live events, live news about the motorsports industry in every episode. Enjoy the show. James Dekoker, how are you, buddy?
I'm good.
So everybody, just so you know, right when we start this thing off, we're having a little technical difficulty. It's no big deal. You'll get to see a picture of James if you're going to do this in video. But as far as the audio goes, it doesn't matter because nobody's looking at photos anyways. James, you got the trike team all revved up and rolling, and you guys are
Yeah,
leaving for Nevada. It's Wednesday, correct?
yeah. I'm leaving. Well, let's see. Today's what, Monday? I'm leaving
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Okay.
Everybody's is leaving today, and we're gonna meet up Wednesday. We got Donnie and Mike and Matt, Aden's father, Lipham. They're flying in also. And I'm going to be leaving tomorrow morning. It takes about 4 hours to get out there from Southern California. From what I understand, Luke Peterson is bringing his bus, pit vehicle, leaving from Arkansas. I think today, he said, and then we got our other rider out of Wichita, Kevin Advook, and I think he was leaving in the morning. So the riders are all from the Midwest. I'm the only local guy.
Okay. And what can you tell me about the setup as far as the involvement in how long it took to put this whole program together?
Well, I started last year, as we talked earlier this year. We had a conversation, lengthy. The American Trike Team was something that I came up again because the riders last year were from halfway across the nation, and this year we have actually all the riders are from the Midwest. I'm the only guy here out in the West Coast or California. So the way it came about, nobody really, young people are kind of wait and see. Well, I'm a aggressive old guy, and I go, if we all wait for someone else to do it, it'll never get done. So when I talked to Donnie again, he was the lead guy on this. I kind of helped financially and a little bit of advice. I'm not going to be getting on the trike this year, and that's okay. I have some other issues, a site, and so with that being said, the beginning of the year here, 2025, it started going around. People go, well, is it going to happen? Well, we don't know. Handlebars, you have to have so many. And I go, how are we going to get handlebars if nobody enters? Well, we got to wait and see. I go, what are we waiting on? So I just took the lead. I'm taking over again financial responsibility on some of the issues. And I said, we're in. You know what? Everybody's going to follow us. And there's another gentleman, I don't know, Skeeter out of Utah. I know I've heard he's riding a 350X, and I understand there's other teams that are now joining in. I haven't looked at the last three-wheeler entry list, but we do have competition this year, and some of our guys we had last year, David Ham and Rangel Gruber, I know they're going to be competition, and I know you heard the name Sammy Ehrenberg and David Wiley. Those guys are pumped. They're going to be there. They're great desert racers, and so the way it came about here is Donnie. I'll step back. Donnie from South, I should say Louisiana, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, was talking to me. I go, well, are we going to ride your trike, or what are we going to do? And last year was quite a haul for them. Mike Weiss and Donnie, I'm sorry, drove out here from Louisiana, and I don't know the hours, but they were beat when they got here, and they left Reno right after the ceremony, the PITS awards, the awards, and they had to drive straight through to get back because they worked. Everybody works, has a real job. So Luke Peterson, Red Rider, a lot of people know, he volunteered his trike, 450 Honda, new generation. He calls it the Hyper Trike because he built it himself, from what I understand. I haven't met the man yet. I'm looking forward to it here Wednesday. Kind of like last year, I didn't meet anybody until a couple days before the race, and this is going to be the same way this year. So it's interesting. We still have all these riders that are coming together from the Midwest. I haven't met anyone of the new guys. Again, Luke Peterson. I haven't met Kevin Advook. And the new young guy, 20 years old, Aden Lipham, and his dad's coming out again. Matt, I've talked to Matt on the phone. He seems like a good guy. And we got the team, the pit crew, which is going to be family members. Again, Matt Lipham, Aiden's father, is coming in, going to drive one truck. We got Kevin's wife, Megan. She's going to be driving a truck vehicle. And then we got Luke Peterson with his, I guess, van. It's a new generation, I guess, school bus van. And his father's coming out with his younger brother. So that's the team. And we're the thing that's so exciting now is we're finding out this is the longest desert race in Nevada ever. And it's also the longest desert race in the United States ever. And why do I say that? Well, you know, three-wheelers have been around, been able to race for many years. And I'm glad I'm old enough to be able to participate in the first time. 908 miles is the final mileage they just posted today. Originally, it's going to be 1,035 miles, but they shortened the course up for safety reasons, that the handlebars, which is motorcycles, quads, and three-wheelers, would not interfere with the trophy trucks. I call them the roll bars and the steering wheels. Those trophy trucks will get up to 140, they said, maybe 150, and we had timed our three-wheeler out. It'll top out, wound out 94 miles an hour. So that's the fastest if we have to, we can go. We're going to run, I hope, about 85 to 88 miles an hour. So the exciting thing about this, the American Trike Team, our number 476, is the very first three-wheeler we drew. I didn't know they drew starting places for three-wheelers, but we found out we drew the very first three-wheeler off the line ever in the longest race in the desert ever. That's what's getting me excited. So the challenge will be, there's such a multiple of challenges that we're going to be involved with.
Yeah, the logistics of the whole thing, keeping the pit crew together, as well as keeping the bike together for 1,000 miles.
Well, the other thing is I've been kind of doing a broadcast on my own on TikTok and just on Facebook, kind of in writing. The challenge of this is going to be unlike anything, from what I understand, ever a three-wheeler has endured. We have terrain. We're going to start at 2,200 elevation. It could be between 110 and 120. We're going to go up to northern Nevada, below Reno. The 8,000 foot. Saturday, my buddy called me from Virginia City. It was snowing. Here we are, summer, and it's snowing in Virginia City. I talked to another guy today. He's a little south of Reno also, and he said it's cooler, but he said, yeah, Saturday there was some snow going on up there. So then I also was told that we could get some rain patches. So here we are, the challenge of the weather, the temperature, the terrain, the mental fatigue. You got there in the hot hot summer weather, and it looks like a mirage, and your eyes are playing tricks on you. You think you're going over water, and really it's just the heat coming off the Earth's floor. You got the terrain. You got sand washes, drop-offs, whoop-de-doos. They say, look out for the rocks. We could have lava beds that lava is hard as glass, and it cuts tires like glass. And and then the machine, the number one, if we can't keep the machine together, we're not going anywhere. So this is a whole.
Do you think that the weather being cooler is a benefit or a hindrance?
Well, the other challenge, we're starting at night. I believe from our experience in the desert last August, it was a tempered race. And what I mean by that, in the early hours, we started at 6 a.m. in August. It was pretty cool. I mean that by just, it wasn't cold, but it was cool. And most of the day, it was kind of windy breeze. So we might have got up, I don't know the exact temperature, but we might have got up to 90. And I don't think it got hotter than that. And by the time we finished the Vegas to Reno, it was about 1 a.m. in the morning. It was down to low 30s. It was cold up there in Reno. So to answer your question, I think if it's cooler, the fatigue from the heat exhaustion is going to be down. And everybody's got Camelbacks with water hydration on them. So we don't want our trike or anybody to get hurt, and be stuck in the desert without water.
Right. Well, I was just thinking of the operating temperature. If it's a little lower, it's going to be easier for the machine because it's not going to be generating so much heat.
Well, the machine, and I just found this out, which is when it gets too cold, you're keeping your motor too cold. It doesn't operate because it's not operating at operating temperatures. So if we're going over the mountain at 8,000.
Do you know how hard it is to get a motor that cold?
Well, I don't know the logistics on that. I just learned that Barcelona, Vegas, the Husqvarnas were seizing on the start because of cold weather seas.
They were seizing on the start because the guys that built them jetted them wrong.
Yeah, I don't know that, but yeah, if it is going to be cooler, yes, it will.
Just so to clarify it, the cold weather generally needs richer jetting. Okay. But the cold weather is not going to cause the motor, especially once you've got it up to temperature, you have to get some really, really cold weather to cause that motor to get cold enough to misfire or misfunction and not perform. Tuning wise, they should have already taken all that into consideration. They've raced the terrain multiple times or similar terrain. Your elevation, as you get up in elevation, you generally need a leaner tuning. But if it's colder temperatures, your richer tuning that's closer to your lower elevations is going to be used. And from what I hear about Luke, he's got a good grasp on that.
Yes. Luke has finished on this machine. Luke has finished in 22 Vegas to Reno. I know it's another organization, but that's kind of a guideline of what we're going on. And in 23, he was dicing it for the lead, his team again. And I guess they fell short by 5 minutes on corrected time. So with that being said, Luke has kind of taken his machine. He's put it together. Everything is basically brand new, top end and new clutch. Everything he's gone through the what do you want to say? Carrier bearings, new brakes, new brake. The hydraulics he's gone through and rebuilt, and then we got our great brand new aluminum reinforced beadlock OMF rims that we know last year we had destroyed one riding on a flat tire for 40 miles, and it kept up. It got beat up, the rim, but it was still there intact. It did not just disintegrate. So we know OMF Performance Products makes a quality, strong product that is up to the challenge of just under 1,000 miles.
I agree. I wonder how many sets of tires you guys have.
We have 3 sets of brand new tires on each truck, and we have remote 2 or 3 pits that I think the last conversation, I haven't talked to everybody yet. We decided that we were going to get tires out there to the remote pits because they're going to be fueling us up. And that's Baja Pits. They've been around for a while. They just come back from Mexico, the Baja 500, and they pitted us last year on the remote pit 11. Unfortunately, we didn't have a tire there, so we had to drive out and change the tire ourselves. But this year, we're making sure the tires are going out to the remote pits, and they guaranteed if the tire's there, they will take care of changing it out for a rider. So I think we got all our bases covered. Kevin Advook is bringing out a spare TPC trike that he owns, which is similar to the Hyper trike. So if we get off and bend any forks, which I had one rider 40 years ago that unfortunately had to get off, and we had to change forks out on my 200X back then. So we have a spare trike for parts.
Man, you guys, to me, it seems a little light, but hey, like I said, Luke's done this before. He's a pretty savvy guy. I'll bet he's dialed in. So,
well, I talked to him about, hey, the pits, and you can't mess around. We have 20 some pits. I know it's 26. They shortened it up. I'm not sure of the final, if it's 20 to 23 pits, but Luke says about a minute apiece, which means we're going to be downtime 23 minutes. Oh, that's not a big deal. Well, if we take 2 minutes, now we're up to about 40 minutes. And then the big challenge now is no 3-wheeler that I know of has ever had time penalties. We have time penalties at 10 road crossings on the 95. For every mile we go over 25 miles an hour, we get a minute docked. And so for anybody that says, oh, that's not a big deal, well, take a minute off 10 crossings, that's 10 minutes. Then on top of that, there's active mining roads out there that we're going to be traveling on, that we understand there's gold mining and silver mining equipment that are going to be traveling on these roads, because the silver state, Nevada is a silver.
Are you looking for the best suspension technology for your sport ATV? Look no further than Elka Suspension, the industry leader in sport ATV suspension technology. With championship wins in prestigious events such as the Dakar Rally, Score, Best in the Desert, ATV MX, Cross Country, and Works, Elka Suspension has established itself as the go-to choice for athletes and enthusiasts alike. But they don't just stop at ATVs. They're constantly expanding into new markets, including UTVs, trucks, SUVs, pit bikes, snowmobiles, and more. Their commitment to innovation and quality means they're always looking to improve and adapt so you can enjoy a smooth ride wherever you go. Want to learn more about what Elka Suspension can do for you? Visit their website at elkasuspension.com or give them a call at 450-655-4855. They will always be happy to answer your questions and help you find the perfect suspension solution for your needs.
Mining is still going on, and gold mining is still going on, and that's where the word Goldfield came from, if you're familiar. So
Yep.
we're having a desert race going on while active mining equipment is traveling on the same roads that we are.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. And then the whole thing about this is, I'm sure you follow the Baja 500. The trophy trucks just a week ago, Kobe Price finished first across the finish line. Well, he won. No, he didn't win. Second place, Alan Apota finished 34 seconds. How fast is 34 seconds? It's a blink. Well, not only that, Alan Apota won on time, and then the third place guy just motored along, and he finished under 8 minutes after the first two. So you got three trophy trucks going as fast as they can go, going 500 miles, and they finish within less than 10 minutes between the three of them. So when we talk about penalties, and I talk about penalties, we cannot, I'm going to say, we can't shoot ourselves in the foot by going, well, time, we don't have the CHP out there or police officers. We got legacy, and they mean 25 minutes. They didn't say 26 minutes, not 30 minutes, 25 minutes, and then the penalty clock starts going. So our ideology is that, my ideology, we do not need to get any penalized deducts if we finish across the finish line. And again, on this, we have great competition. It's not like we have a bunch of beginner competition out there. We got the best, and we're going to be part of the best, and we're just going to be making three-wheeler history.
That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. You mentioned something about Caleb.
Okay, yeah, I was going to wait. We have Mike Wise, who's coming from Louisiana. He lives there with Donnie Pulliam in Baton Rouge. His brother-in-law is a police officer, and he's a sergeant, and he's a motorcycle police officer, and I just want to give a shout. We all get up in the morning, and we go about our business. We do our job. We go out and play and everything, and we never think that we're going to come into people that maliciously. And how do I know this? I was told with the conversation of Mike, this individual has been convicted of, I guess, harassment and endangerment to police officers. That day, Caleb Ellsworth is his name. And he just went out. His duty was to go out and patrol and go in funeral procession. So he's just doing his job. No big deal. This guy, I can't say what I want to, but this individual gets in his truck, F-140, 150 pickup truck, and just decides he's going to plow in and run over Caleb. And not only did he run over him, he drug him. He was stuck underneath the truck, drug him for about 500 feet. And right now, that poor officer is right now in a coma. And they're kind of just on watch. Fortunately, the Lord is blessed that he's still here with us. But it's day by day, and he's got internal injuries. His body's been broken up, and this is what happens if we don't have the people that decide to harm us, if they don't have a real way of determining that these bad people are taken care of. And I don't mean a slap. They need to be taken care of seriously. This is innocent people that are just going about being doing their job in protecting us all. So I'm just asking if everybody would say a prayer for Caleb to appreciate it. He's one day he's doing his job, living his life, and the next minute we don't know if he's going to live his life. And I thank you for this moment.
Everybody in the ATV industry, I know that you have family doing many jobs, and take a moment and just be thankful for everything in your family. And if you wouldn't mind taking a moment and saying a prayer for Caleb, I know that there's a lot of us in the ATV world that cherish our police officers and our first responders, and none of them deserve this. So for the Ellsworth family and Caleb, get well soon. Mike Wise, I know that's part of your family, and we're pulling for you. And if there's anything that we can do for you here at ATV Talk, Mike and family, please reach out to us. We'll do what we can as far as getting the word out, as far as doing anything that's posting for you. Just anything you need, just let us know. We'll do our best to help you out and make sure that the world knows that this fine young man needs some help. And if you please reach out to us, uh, either way, whatever way this resolves. Um, uh, with Caleb, get strong, get back on that bike, and keep doing your job, brother, because we need you. This world needs good people. So that being said, let's get back to the ATV stuff. And
Just,
I got a
just
couple
one other
questions.
thing,
Yes.
one other quick. I'm going to send you by text. I have a tribute, and I guess it has GoFundMe on it. I'm not. I guess barcode, the new barcode, and I'll send that to you. So if you'd like to post that, it'd be appreciated for the family. If anybody out there feels they got an extra $20 laying around, it would help the family. He has a young wife and a young son, and I believe daughter, and any help in this trying time is appreciated. So it's we just reach out and help the family however anybody chooses. And thank you for this tribute.
No problem. This is what we do in the ATV world. We're one big happy family. Well, we may not be one big happy family, but at least we're a big family. And when you're in a family, sometimes you bicker and fight back and forth. But one of your people is in need, we're always there. So we'll take care of Caleb and his family and see how that all works out. I'll get that information to um, my boss, which is Valeria. That's my daughter, everybody. She runs the whole show. If it wasn't for her, none of the stuff would get posted. The technical difficulties we're having here, she probably could have taken care of it in a heartbeat. But unfortunately, you get me, and I can barely turn the computer on.
Well, I'm learning, but again, I'm not that savvy. My wife is a little better off than actually she's a technical person, but for whatever reason we couldn't get the video going. She tried multiple ways, so voice is good. I mean, we got the message out, and whatever you'd like to say, Leonard. Again, I appreciate this quick talk we're having.
So you know what? We didn't cover the Namada 1000 enough leading up to it. I owe Brett Greenholtz a huge shout out for reaching out to me. I was out of town doing some business last week, and I was kind of untouchable. You reached out to me, and Brett did. Um, One of the guys from the American team that's going to race in France had reached out to me, and I got to speak to one of the other teams that's going over there with 3 Americans as well this morning. So I was already planning on doing one of those shows on Wednesday, but I'm still going to reach out to Brett to have possibly a live Instagram show after your meeting. I believe you guys go through a meeting on Tuesday night.
Well, I'm not sure. I haven't looked that up. I do know there's going to be a what do you want to call it? A writers meeting. And
Right.
I'm not sure if that's Tuesday or Wednesday. I do know tech inspection is Thursday because we got to be ready at 3 a.m. in the morning, Friday morning. So tech inspection, we got to get our trikes and handlebars taken care of Thursday. I do know that the trophy trucks, I understand, are qualifying Tuesday. So they may be doing running qualifying somewhere and somehow. I really haven't paid attention.
And okay, the trike start at 3 a.m. on Friday. What time did the truck start?
Okay, this is where the discrepancy came in. We originally thought we were starting at 12 o'clock midnight, but they changed it for whatever reason. So they announced about a week or so ago, 3 a.m. the handlebars start. So at 3 a.m. that left us till 10:30 is when the big thunder trucks, trophy trucks, and the handlebars and roll bars, I call them, they take off. Well, having what is that, 3 to 10 a.m., 7 hours, maybe 6 hours? Well, that's not enough time safely for handlebars to have a spread, because those trophy trucks can get up to 140, 150. We're going to be lucky to do 90, realistically. And we're going to be going starting at night. We're going to start at night, and we're going to go 40, 50 miles average. Trophy trucks are 63. So they could overcome us. So they decided, Legacy said, well, to cure that, they're going to cut part of the 127 miles off the course, and we're going to have a detour, I guess, to another part of the course. So we gained about another 3 to 4 hours until the trophy trucks will end up hopefully not overtaking us, but at least we'll be more safe, that we won't have to worry as much of the the roll bars catching up to us. I was told the finish time, if we're doing everything properly, we should finish 22 to 24 hours, and the first trophy truck should be finishing in there about the same time, 3 a.m. Saturday morning to, again, timeout for the handlebars is 9:30 a.m. Saturday morning. If we don't finish at 9:30 Saturday morning, we're done. We're timed out.
Okay. So that's the final deal. So they're timing pit to pit to pit. But I just think it's kind of bunk. They start you guys at night. They want to give you 5 hour spread, but what time is sunrise? 6.
I haven't checked. I think it's
6 o'clock.
Well, about 6 o'clock.
So you get 3 hours of dark riding and then 2 hours of daylight before the first truck goes off. That's really kind of shitty.
Well, you know what? The competition voiced their opinion. I came up with some solutions, but Legacy just decided I guess they have some constraints on their permit issues and everything, and the governmental powers that be, this thing has to be gone and cleaned up quickly, because there's 10 road crossings on 95, the main artery from North and South Nevada, from Las Vegas up to Reno. So they can't be wasting time with traffic control. We have traffic control. They have the right of way. So we can't go flying across the 95. We have traffic speed limits, because if cars are coming, we have to wait. Legacy flag people have to wait till it's clear safely for us to go by. It's not Mexico. The racers have the right of way. Us racers, we do not have the right of way. The traffic has the right of way first. So, it is what it is, and it's kind of like, do we want to live with it? If we want to not acknowledge the rules, this is the first time being ever done, and I hope it continues into the future.
Are you ready to be captivated by one of nature's masterpieces? Discover the breathtaking beauty of Antelope Slot Canyon, a natural wonder in Page, Arizona. Join us on a guided tour and immerse yourself in the mystical light beams, rich colors, and serene landscapes. With tours at prime sunbeam hours experience photographer's paradise and capture memories that will last a lifetime. Comfortable shoes, a camera, and a smile are all you need for this adventure. Book your journey today at Antelope Slot Canyon Tours and let the canyon enchant you. Please visit us now, antelopeslotcanyon.com, for more details.
So do I. All right,
I mean,
brother.
it's-
I'm gonna get some stuff together here, and what I want to do is we're gonna put this out right now, that after the race, we're gonna get together with 3 or so of your teammates, and we're gonna do a show and talk about the race, what went on, things like that. Okay.
Well, that sounds wonderful. Our whole goal on this race, and mine primarily, I know Donnie and Mike, they agree. Kevin has the same attitude. Talking to Luke, who's kind of the main guy setting this up. It's his trike. He's been the finisher. We're going to start this race, and if we're going to start first, we want to at least make it to the finish. And as you know, you can never win a desert race if you aren't crossing the finish line.
Correct.
And 200 to 300 miles from the finish, that's where we're going to look out, and we'll keep track of timing. And hopefully, if somebody gets ahead of us, we won't be too far behind. But I do know, and I'm not saying any bad omens, trikes break, and depending on what goes wrong, it could be fatal as far as the machine. So, we all hope the machine, and I hope all the competition, they ride safely. Nobody gets any broken bones or anything. And we don't interfere with the roll bars and the steering wheels. We just have a clean race, taking consideration. We're not battling it out like, in the motocross track world. We're here to have fun. We're not winning money. So, you know what? We're going to get a plaque of achievement that we finished the longest desert race ever on a 3-wheeler in Nevada, state of Nevada, in the United States. Never been done. So
Well, I
thank
think
you
it's
much.
And I apologize for not taking care of this earlier. James Dekoker, thank you very much for supporting the American Trike Team. And we are going to be following you guys as the best we can to make sure that we keep our results and our information up to speed. Everybody, make sure that you look for the GoFundMe for Caleb Ellsworth. He's a police officer that was attacked in the line of duty, and we need more good men and women out there to take care of us. So if you'd look for that on ATV-TALK's posting, we will try to, just look for it. Valeria will put it in everywhere she can. She's really good about that kind of stuff. So we thank you all so much. We have to thank Legacy for putting on this event. And there's been a lot of things going on with some of the other promoters. Let's just hope that they're all working together to promote racing in the desert and racing in Nevada so that it keeps growing. And for every competitor out there, shiny side up, wheels down, be safe, take care of each other, and have an amazing time. You still there, James?
And again, thank you. And again, I'll go ahead and post that GoFundMe as soon as I get off. I'll text that to you.
Sounds great. Thank you so much, James. And please make sure you tell each one of your team members that I'm thinking of them. Shake their hand for me, give them a hug, and tell them that they will be coming on my show one way or another. Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, don't forget to share us with your family and friends. The podcast is available on all streaming platforms, and you can find us on social media as ATV-TALK Podcast. We're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Rumble, and Twitter.